The Leilani Simon trial is definitely heating up, with her ex-boyfriend giving telling testimony about Leilani and their relationship. However, in this video, I want to play a clip where another witness talks about how she contacted Quinton Simon's ghost. She says that she lit her candle and had a Bible with her. She is a practicing Christian. Apparently Quinton called her Mama Mel and said, "Help me." Quinton said his mom hurt him. She hit him in the head really hard. Quinton allegedly showed her a sign of where he was, by the landfill. She said after she prayed and wished Quinton to rest in peace, and that we will get the justice he deserves, she turned on the lights, and something really odd happened. Her son's hoverboard, that was completely destroyed in the mud, started going on and off and moving on its own.
And so, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you not tell him that you had communed with Quinton Simon's ghost?
Yes, and if you would like, I can actually do it here and show you guys.
Oh, please, by all means. I would love to see this.
Give me a Holy Bible and a candle. And yes, sir.
So, that being said, you told Mr. Dean this, correct?
I sure did.
And you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, your husband videotaped the seance, correct?
He did.
And anytime I'm making a misstatement as to what you said that Quinton Simon spoke to you through a candle.
He spoke to me through images.
Okay.
When I was in my trance, I couldn't see anything except for what he was showing me and what he was telling me as a 15-month-old could do.
Okay. And so he was a 15-month-old ghost speaking to you. Please tell me about this. I would love to hear it.
Okay. So this is what I did. And I lit my candle, had my Bible out, and I prayed. I asked if I could reach out to Quinton Simon. And here he comes. Behold. Do I see him physically? No. But here he is, and he is Mama Mel. That's what I was always called by them. Mama Mel, help me. I said, with what? I said, help me help you. What happened? He said, Mommy hurt me. I asked him, how did he hurt you? Or how did she hurt you? Sorry. And he told me, she hit me in the head really hard. I said, okay. I was like, what else? And I said, did you, get any candy, thinking maybe he got into drugs or something? And he said, no. I said, okay, where are you? And he threw me the star of the church that's next to the landfill on that dirt road right there next to Little Neck Road on the dump. He showed me exactly where he was in that pile with his arm hanging out, lifeless, gray, and there's blood in a bag that looked like it used to be like a bluish purple color. And he's throwing up blood. After I closed out the seance, I prayed and I said, I wish you peace and to pass on peacefully. We'll get the justice you need. Okay, I prayed, closed it out. That was that. Blew out the candle, turned on the lights, and my hoverboard that both my son had, that was completely destroyed because he took it through a mud puddle. When you take a hoverboard, electric hoverboard through a mud puddle, it's done. It started turning on and off by itself and moving, even though it's completely done for, and I've tried charging it and nothing.
And what date was this?
What day was that? That was, to be honest with you, is sometime in November of 2022. I don't know the exact date. I do not.
So this was after they announced they found remains in the landfill?
No. This is actually before the indictment report came out. I had the dream, which I told them already, but yes. Okay.
So it was in November, correct?
Roughly, maybe the end of October. It's in that time area. I also had a major craniotomy that year, so my memory's a little.
What's a craniotomy?
Where you have to have a major brain surgery. They take your skull off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you had a craniotomy?
I did.
And you told all this to Mr. Dean?
To Mr. Yes.
Mr. Dean. That's all the questions I have.
Melanie, is it fair to say that I brought you into my office to talk about concrete things that you heard the defendant say over the years about Quinton?
Yes.
Okay. And that you volunteered the information about the seance, right?
I did. Because I don't know if you guys recognize that kind of stuff or not.
And do you remember me telling you, well, I have to tell the defense about this because it's a thing you said as a witness, but that it's seance information is not admissible in court?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
And do you remember acknowledging pretty even-handedly that you understand that not everybody believes in these things?
I do, and that's why I didn't want to speak upon it like that. Yes, sir.
Now, you've said that you had a Bible with you while you were doing this.
Yes.
And it was a Christian Bible.
Yes, sir. I was baptized and raised as a Christian.
Do you remain a practicing Christian?
I sure do, sir.
Do you consider this some sort of a prayer practice, what you're describing?
Yes, sir. I mean, in a way.
Do you consider it a private matter?
A private matter? Yes.
How does it feel to come into court and essentially get made fun of for it?
You know, to be honest with you, it's kind of embarrassing because, like you said, not everybody believes in this kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I was born with a gift that I call a curse.
Now, does any of this have anything to do with the things that you heard her say about her son, both before and after his birth?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Bowling, you're willing to hold yourself up to ridicule to get justice for Quinton, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Said you're willing to hold yourself up to public ridicule to get justice for Quinton, aren't you?
I guess so. I'm here to get justice for him, so.
What aren't you willing to do for Quinton's justice?
Well, I've done everything I can possibly for his justice.
Thank you so much.
Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Bowden, you excuse me.
Thank you, ma'am.